He said, "Where are we going, dear?" I said, "I just feel a bit lonely, and I'd love for you to come with me, if it's okay, and if it's not a bother." He said, "No, sweet girl, we're not a bother. But you came here to explore. Why would you want to take two old people with you?" Then he laughed and said, "We get a new ache every minute." I said, "No, really, I don't mind at all." Then he went inside. I think he called Layla to check with her. When he came back, he said, "Okay, let's go." So I took them out. We went around quite a bit and had a really great day together. But I have to say, Layla kept calling the whole time. "Mom, where are you? Where did you go? When are you coming back?" I looked at Ati Khanum and laughed. Wow, why is Layla calling so much? I said, "I stayed the night at your house without even knowing you guys, didn't say a word, and now you're the ones worried?" She said, "Sweetheart, Layla's mostly worried about the kid." I said, "Yeah, I get it. I don't have kids, but I understand." That day ended, and we came back home. Layla's little boy had so much fun, he said, "Please stay one more day. Let's go out again." I pinched his cheek and said, "Okay, but just tomorrow. After that I have to go back home, sweetie." Layla also thanked me for taking her parents and her son out. Suddenly, I saw that same guy from the cafe, Farhad. I gave him a little nod, and he nodded back the same way. We went out again the next day, but this time Layla came along too. It turned out to be a really nice day. I couldn't believe how close I felt to these people, even though we were strangers. That day, Ati Khanum told me that Farhad had been married and divorced, and since then he didn't want anything to do with marriage. He was a teacher in their village. I didn't ask too many questions about what happened. That night when we came back, Farhad was home. He laughed and said, "Ati Jan, you got yourself a personal driver now? Lucky you. Wish someone would take me out like that too." His mom said, "Well, you have to let someone catch you first." And we all laughed. Anyway, that trip ended, and when I got back home, my heart stayed with that family. There was so much warmth and respect between them. Then about a month later, Layla messaged me, "Pariya, aren't you coming around here again? Our little boy misses you. He keeps asking about you." I said, "If I get the chance, I'll come. I miss him too." After a while, I noticed my mom wasn't doing so well emotionally. She kept visiting my sister Elna's grave a lot. So I decided to take her there, hoping a change of scene would help. I wanted to introduce her to that family. That trip ended up changing her mood and my life. Me and my mom packed up, took some homemade pickles and souvenirs, and headed to Farhad's place. Everyone was waiting for us. Even Farhad's look was different, like he was actually happy I came. He looked at me with this kind, approving smile. They welcomed my mom warmly, and for the first time since Elnaz passed away, I saw my mom truly laugh. The next day, we all went to their orchard. My mom and Ati Khanum were chatting. Layla, her dad, and the little one went to prune the trees. And I was left alone with Farhad. Farhad looked at me, smiled, and said, "My mom isn't even this close to her own daughters, and yet she's become so friendly with your mom just since last night. What do you think the reason is?" I said, "Honestly, I don't know. Maybe they just clicked." He raised his eyebrows and said, "Well, that's good then." We didn't say anything else. That night, when we got back home, we were all super tired. Me and Mom went into our room to sleep, and I saw someone had messaged me. It said, "Hey, how are you?" I replied, "Thanks, I'm good." "You?" He said, "It's Farhad." Not gonna lie, I already kinda liked him before he even messaged me. I mean, any girl would like a guy like him. I'm 28 and I've never been involved with any guy before, but this one, he just unintentionally got into my heart. Farhad was such a gentleman, well-dressed, polite, and charming. I couldn't believe I liked him. I try not to show it, but when I saw his message and he introduced himself as Farhad, I got really happy. I replied, "I'm here. Is something up?" He said, "No, nothing serious. I just wanted to say thank you. Honestly, my family hadn't been out like this in years. No laughter, no outings. And for the first time in a long time, my mom seems genuinely happy. It's like she finally made a real friend. Also, she really likes you a lot. I said, that's really kind of her. I love them too. I don't know, maybe the fact that I came down the wrong road and randomly ended up meeting you all wasn't so random after all. Maybe it was fate. He said, so, you think fate just wanted our moms to become friends? Or do you think it had something else in mind too? I didn't get what he meant right away. I'm just one of those people who's slow to pick up on things. So I said, honestly, no idea. Maybe that's all it was. He said, all right then, I won't bother you tonight. Go get some sleep. My mom's already planned a full day out for tomorrow. He laughed and I laughed too. I said, no worries, we'll be happy to go. But just so you know, I have to head back tomorrow evening. He said, already? Why so soon? I said, well, I'm studying and working. I don't really have time. I just came because Layla said little Ilya missed me, and truth be told, I missed him too. I thought I'd come visit him and drop by to see your family while I was at it. He said, well, it's not just Ilya who missed you, you've been missed by others too. I said, thanks, that's really sweet. I missed all of you too. Still, I was so clueless I didn't realize what he was trying to say. Then he said, even me? And I just froze. Didn't know what to say, so I sent him the straight face sticker, neutral face. He said, what? Is it so bad that I missed you? I said, no, not at all. I really don't know what to say. I honestly had no words. But inside, I was so excited. Then suddenly Elnaz and everything about her came rushing to my mind. That awful feeling mixed with this sweet new one. It just overwhelmed me. I said, to be honest, I'm not saying I don't like you. You're a great guy. Any girl would be lucky to marry someone like you. But I've had a hard time with the idea of marriage for a long time now. He asked, can I ask why? He really insisted, so I ended up telling him the whole story about Elnaz, all in a long message that night. He asked, but why do you think her husband divorcing her is what led to her death? He said, it wasn't her husband that caused her death. It was your mom and sister. You know, words might not be knives or bullets or swords, but there's nothing in this world more destructive than a human tongue. You might not believe it, but more people have been killed by words than by bombs. Words can either give life, better than any medicine, or destroy someone worse than any poison. You're not a kid anymore. You're almost 30. If you sit and really think logically, it wasn't marriage that killed your sister. It was the favoritism your mom showed. It was your sister Seema constantly blaming all her problems on Elnaz. Why? Just because Elnaz was a good person? What was her crime? I'm not saying marriage had nothing to do with it, but the real blame lies with your sister and your mom. Look at Layla, she got divorced too. Honestly, I didn't agree with her divorce. Her husband wasn't that bad. Sure, he was into loan sharking. I'm not saying that's okay. It's horrible. But he needed someone who'd stay beside him and pull him out of that mess. Instead, my dad told him straight up to leave Layla's life. My sister hated his loan stuff and left him, just like that. I told her, if you want to help him change, you have to stay, not run away to our house. But she got stubborn. She got with another guy. And that was something my sister couldn't forgive, so she divorced him. When she came back from court, I didn't say, it's your fault, or you ruined your life. What was the point of rubbing salt in the wound? I just hugged her and said, I hope this new path leads you somewhere better. Now I help her with things, and she's doing okay. To be honest, I wasn't into the whole marriage thing either. But when I saw you, when my mom started talking about how kind and caring you are, something about you really stayed with me. You were a complete stranger, and yet you took my parents out, made them laugh, brought joy to them. I don't want you to give me an answer right now. Just sleep on it, think about it. Tell me tomorrow. I said, okay, and went to sleep. Honestly, I felt like a little girl with a new doll, so giddy and happy. You know that feeling when you hug a new toy real tight? That's what I did with the chocolate he gave me earlier. I hugged it and fell asleep smiling. The next morning, I woke up and saw he was already outside packing the car. This time, we went to the seaside. I wrote, "I accept" in the sand, then messaged him, "Go to the water bottle by the rocks." I left her answer there. When he walked over and read it, he ran his hand through his hair and looked at me with the sweetest smile. Then he messaged, "I could kiss you right now." That day was the start of our love. And me, the girl who'd never been with anyone before, he became my whole world. I was happy with my choice.
He was the best.
To be continued.